Hello there, guys. Welcome back to the SixYard Banter. You see, just a few hours ago, I said in my previous video that I believe Chelsea to be serious when I see it. And you see what we're saying, just what I just keep talking about or keep emphasizing on is that Chelsea Chelsea isn't ready. We are just not ready to be a serious club. And I wasn't when I came out to I talked about Chelsea trying to compete with the rest of Manchester United and Manchester City for the signing of Antoine Semeno. I just came out to talk about it and talk about what it would offer or bring to Chelsea differently from what we have uh, in the team. And it would have been very nice, or it would have been a steal of the season if Chelsea had ended up um, winning the race for Antoine Semeno. But it was a little too late for it. Okay, because you cannot be joining the pack. I mean, joining the line of shooters that are showing interest in a particular player. Okay, just when you know how long it takes to talk a player into buying into a particular club's idea, style of play, and how to uh, uh, we, it takes a whole lot. It's something that should have been done, or a process that should have been building long before now. I mean, months ago. As soon as we found out that Antoine Semenyo's contract was release clause was 65 million and expires around the 10th of January 2026, any serious title club, or any serious club for that matter, would be jumping at it, would join the queue to try as much as possible to fight for a signature. And just yesterday, I put out a video that Chelsea were going in hot for Antoine Semeno. And just as soon as my video went out, Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein, Matt Law, and the likes posted on X that Antoine Semeno prefers the Manchester City's project. And this is down to the fact that the team offers him an opportunity to challenge for honors, offers him the opportunity the project was more enthralling than that of any other, than the rest of the other suitors. And this is what I said in the previous video, that if Manchester City are really interested in acquiring anyone, even Maresca, they don't play about. They go in hot on it and they get the deal done. And this is just what they did with the signing for Semeno. Because now Fabrizio Romano has just come out and said that Manchester City and Bournemouth will be in direct contact this week for Antoine Semeno. £65 million release clause available until January, but Man City will approach Bournemouth to discuss potential different deal structure and payment terms. Semeno's preference is Manchester City, and this is coming from Fabrizio Romano. So it means that Manchester City has won the race for the signing of Antoine Semeno. This puts Manchester City in the driving seat, giving them more firepower for the rest of the season. They are just 2 points behind Arsenal, and you think that Manchester City will not win the league. You have got to be kidding. You have got to be telling yourself the biggest lie of the century if you think that Manchester City will not come on to win this league. And this is just what we're saying. The report is that, according to David Ornstein, Chelsea trust what we have in the left wing What do we have? Garnacho and Gittins, who are proven to be too raw. The level of inconsistency we're getting from Garnacho is baffling. One moment is Garnacho, and another moment is something else. And Jamie Gittins is just not it at all. And getting Semeno would have actually given Chelsea. We lack physical presence in the wing. We lack physical presence in the wing, and Semeno would have given Chelsea that one. Someone who was able to play from both sides. Chelsea need to do better. To be honest, we need to do better because I don't understand why we have sporting directors who can see what's happening in the club and they just blindly. Man. So that's it, guys. Manchester City rather, have won the race for Antoine Semenyo. So yeah, I also want to talk about the upcoming game between Chelsea versus Aston Villa, because as Chelsea will be welcoming Aston Villa to the Bridge, and this one, this is one of those games that tell you exactly where you are as a football club. Because on one side you've got Aston Villa, who's actually having a 10-game unbeaten run. Their confidence is high. They've got clear identity and clear direction. And on the other hand, you've got Chelsea that is blowing hot and cold at the same time. One step forward, a step backward. One moment in control, and the next minute you're seeing moments of chaos. And it's just, the difference is night and day. And that's what makes this game fascinating. If there's one team that you want to believe can uh, um, walk away with 3 points against an Aston Villa side, it's Chelsea, because they've proven time without number that when it comes to going toe to toe with top teams and all that, Chelsea can do that. And Aston Villa, who is right now 7 points ahead of Chelsea, it's a must win for Chelsea. It's not bad. It's not the end of the world if the game ends in a tie, but it's going to be at Chelsea's advantage, trying to bridge the gap if Chelsea can win the game at the Bridge. Plus the fact that we're going to be having the fans behind the team. So let's start with Villa because they deserve respect. A 10-game unbeaten run is not luck. It's structure. It's belief. It's a team that knows exactly what it wants to do every time it steps on the pitch. Unai Emery has them organized without the ball. They are brave with it and ruthless in transition. While Villa are comfortable sitting in mid blocks, letting you have the ball, then punishing you when you switch off. They do not panic, they do not rush, they just trust the process. And that's one dangerous side that Chelsea will be going against. A Chelsea side that consistently show you lapses in concentration. And then what a Chelsea side that one moment they are going to frustrate you. That on their day, Chelsea are capable of beating anyone. They are capable of, putting you to the sword. But we have the problem of being inconsistent, and that's the thing. One week you see Chelsea in control, the intensity, clear roles, and all that. Then the next week you're seeing slow starts, you're seeing a disjointed midfield, you're seeing confusion in attacking zones. It just shows that Chelsea are still learning how to manage games, still learning when to speed it up and when to slow games down. Against a Villa side, you cannot afford to be unsure. That's just it. Okay, so we'll talk about the tactical battle because this is where it matters. Okay, it's going to be a game of control versus uh, a team that is disciplined. Chelsea in possession will likely dominate. We all understand that Chelsea want to dominate the ball. They want to have the ball most times than not. And the question is, can Chelsea move it quickly enough? What would they do to tear this Villa shape apart, or will it just be one the same sideways football? Villa are happy to let you pass it around. They just want you to just slip up. They want you to make a mistake that they will capitalize on. And the midfield battle is where it's going to be very key, because Villa midfield is their midfield is aggressive, well drilled, and excellent at winning second balls. Chelsea need to protect that center areas and allow and to not to allow cheap turnovers. They need to keep the distance tight, because if you lose the midfield battle to this Villa side, they will feast on you in transition. Another thing that Chelsea need to look out for is Villa on the break. It's been one of the biggest weapons of this Villa side this season. Quick outlets, direct runs, clinical decisions. While this Chelsea defensive structure, they need to be compact, and they need to be there need to be constant communication, and we need to see the discipline, not the one we saw in the first half. First half against Newcastle, because that first half was abysmal, to say the least. For us to be able to stand a chance against Aston Villa, we need to start. I mean, we need to get right on the. We need to be on it right from the blast of the whistle. Otherwise, with the attacking threats of Aston Villa, the um, uh, Morgan Rogers, Watson, or how Oli Watson, and the rest. Chelsea cannot afford to sleep and be lackluster at the back line. We need to be on it from the blast of the whistle. Okay, so I do not know, but what can Chelsea do differently if Chelsea want to win this game? Chelsea need, like I said, Chelsea need to start fast. No slow builds up. No filling the game out. We need to have the early intensity, and the first 20 minutes of this game will determine the trajectory or the direction where the game will be headed. And we need to send an early message to Villa to keep them at bay. The most important thing is for Enzo Maresca to simplify the game and simplify the player's role as simple as it can be. It's not going to be a game where we want to be overthinking and all that. The clear roles must be defined, clear structure, and we need to learn to do the basics very well. Our best performances have come from where we have roles that are very, very clear to understand and execute. We need also to be ruthless when we are in goal when we have goal opportunities. Not the type that Garnacho on his own against Newcastle. We could have won the game, but he kept fluffing off chances, time in, time out. We need to take our chances against Aston Villa. We need to take our chances if we are going to stand any chance of coming with at least even a point against Aston Villa. We need to be ruthless in goal scoring chances. Villa will not give us many chances. They won't give us many opportunities. If Chelsea waste big moments, Villa will punish them. And what's my expectations? I'll be real with you guys here. I feel like coming to this game with a better form. They're coming in a situation where they are more stable and more confident than Chelsea. But then again, Chelsea will be taking on Villa at the bridge, and Stamford Bridge still matters. So it just feels like one of those games where a Chelsea win changes the narratives, and a Chelsea draw feels like it's not bad. It's not the end of the world. But then the gaps between the first and the fourth position only widens and stretches more. And if Chelsea, by any chance or any means, lose this game, pressure is always going to. The pressure will only intensify and mount more. So my final thought on this is that it's not just going to be about Villa. It's going to be about Chelsea. Can Chelsea match Villa's intensity? Can we win the midfield battle and stay switched on for the 90 minutes? Because if Chelsea can beat a Villa side that's on a 10-game unbeaten run, it means something. But if Chelsea look unsure again, like we were in the first half against Newcastle, then we're going to be there for the taking for Villa. And Villa will be ruthless. They will be merciless in picking us apart. So let me know what you guys think about everything that I've said in the comment section below. Your thoughts on Chelsea missing out on Antoine Semeno, and what you think about the upcoming game at the weekend against Aston Villa. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to put on your notification bell, and most importantly, don't forget to share this video, because like I always say, it's the only way to, you're doing it for free. You're doing it for free. I mean, it's not going to take you so long. It's a matter of 5-10 seconds, and that's just it. So yeah, I'll be here to give you guys my match predicted lineup for that game on Friday, on Boxing Day. So we look forward to that game. And if there's any other thing that comes up between now and then, I'll be here to share with you guys. Until then, it's Chelsea first, rivals next. Peace.